Hi guys, it's Blackcurrant here with the Trade and Grow Group. So today I would like to talk a little bit about the different indicators that I use for trading, because I know many of you have been asking, what are the better indicators to use in terms of swing trading, and some of them ask, for day trading as well. Well, so I feel like I should talk about those that I usually use and what I generally use them for. And later on I will also make some videos in terms of how I can use this specifically for their own purpose, and how they can significantly actually increase your win rate, right? So I always want to mention this before I talk about indicators, is that you should never ever just count on one single indicator in terms of trading, or for finding your entry or exit point, or just for analysis. So technical analysis include a lot of parts, and using indicator to help you find out the specific points for you to enter a trade or exit a trade is very important. But then we never ever just use one. We usually use more than 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, including your own trend lines for such as like resistance or support lines. And we use all of this together in order to get a best result, because if all the indicators point towards the same result, the stock probably will go in that trend, unless there are like fluctuations caused by news, or caused by system failure, caused by different other external effects. Otherwise, using indicator is always good for you to boost your profit rate. So normally there are a few that I recommend. The first one would be RSI. So for RSI, I usually use it for finding whether the stock is overbought or whether the stock is oversold, so that I can get significantly clear entry points as well as exit points for my trades. And it would also tell me whether it's just in the middle of a trend, such as in the middle of an upward trend or in the middle of a downward trend. So that helps a lot. Other than that, I would also recommend using MACD, M-A-C-D. So MACD indicator usually helps you identify the stocks or the position of a stock that is going to change its direction. Say like when a stock is trending up, and when it's going to change its direction to to pull back a little bit, usually MACD, which is the MACD, can help you on that. Other than MACD, I would also recommend VWAP for people who day trade. So usually VWAP are basically your support and resistance line, and a middle line also helps to do the same purpose, to serve the same purpose. But then because they have 3 lines, it's actually pretty useful for you to identify a better buying point, and to check whether you are at a bad point of entry or bad point of exit. Other than that, it's called Bollinger channels. Usually have almost the same effect, because Bollinger channels are pretty similar to VWAP, especially for day trading. They also act as support and resistance line, but it's not that good when it comes to big fluctuations of a stock, especially when it suddenly pumps up a lot or drops a lot. So that you might want to be aware of. Other than all this, I would also recommend you to use EMA or SMA. So the two of them are pretty similar. Simple moving average, and also the EMA as well. So I would say I generally recommend using EMA, because I feel like it's more accurate in terms of my trends. So it also depends on your own patterns as well as how you trade. I'll definitely talk more about that when we come specifically to the EMA indicator, but these 2 indicators also act as your support line sometimes, and it helps you indicate the trends of the stock really easily, as well as whether it's going to change the direction as well. So I would say many of these indicators serve the same purpose, and they're meant to be like that, because we are choosing them in order to find a good point to buy in and a good point to exit, as well as to know that you're actually in a trend or in a pattern that you usually trade, so that you avoid mistakes and maintain a good profitable winning rate. So other than all this, I would also tell you guys that you should always find for uptrending stocks and parallel stocks, and always try to draw the support and resistance line on your own. It's not just good practice, it's also good for you to make sure that when you come back to this stock, you know what you did last time, and you clearly know what the direction of that stock is going to be, in terms of finding what you want in long term. And this support and resistance reminds you of the best point to buy in as well as the best point to exit. You always want to buy in at a point where the stock is trying to reverse or is trying to trend up from the support, and try to exit as near as possible to the resistance line. And so try to draw these lines regularly. Let's say every day before market open will be very beneficial to you. So yeah, these are the indicators that I usually use. So I don't usually trade cryptocurrency, so I kind of avoid talking about it. But then there are also ways to try to be profitable in the crypto market as well. It's just not really that thing for me. So I usually stick to swing trade and day trade, and if possible I'll also do a little bit of value investing. So if it works for you, feel free to learn from us and join us. If you like this video, please remember to like it, and also share it if you can. If you like our channel, please subscribe. The subscribe button is down below. If you have any questions, please ask it in the comments, or tag Ask Blackcurrant through Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We also have a Facebook group for you to join and ask questions and discuss with each other about stock trading. There's also a Telegram group that serves the same purpose. If you like it, please join. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.